questions for Terry.
Terry, we didn't see Chaz out there during our look today. How do you feel about his potential availability moving forward this week?
Yeah, he's still day-to-day. We're hoping to get him back any day.
Terry, is it fair to say Liam's your number 2 QB now? And can you speak to the challenges of getting a position player ready to play quarterback?
You know, Liam is taking snaps at quarterback. Beckham is back from some health issues. So we have those 2 guys that we're just trying to figure out certain packages that can work for both.
Can you speak to the challenges of getting somebody ready to play a complicated position like that?
Yeah, it's very challenging. They got to know the whole playbook. Otherwise, you know, you guys think we don't call the right plays now. We get them guys in the game. We really can't call the plays. So, you know, we're just trying to get them up to speed as much as possible and to expand the playbook to what they can handle.
Terry, to you, how significant is winning the Interim trophy? And then, is that something you guys talk about around the program this week?
Yeah, you know, it's one of my slides throughout the week. It's very important that we maintain control of the land grant trophy. You know, it's a good battle between 2 state universities in Michigan and Pennsylvania, and our guys take a little bit of pride in wanting to carry that trophy off the field.
How do you prepare for 2 quarterbacks, sure, but 2 very different style of quarterbacks? Has that caused you any additional prep time, or I guess like how do you try to balance trying to prepare for 2 guys that might be very different?
Yeah, you got to fully prepare for both. So we have the athletic quarterback package, and then we have the pocket quarterback package, and then just depending on who's in the game, we got a set of calls for each guy. So we'll be prepared for both.
Terry, we've heard a lot of, especially guys talk about celebrating each other's success. That's been a directive heavily from you. Why? Like, what's the genesis behind it?
It's unifying the team. We have to be happy for each other. Whether I score or you score, we score. And we have to be happy and thankful in those moments. And, you know, when you're the ultimate team player, success is going to walk up to your doorstep.
Do you feel like that wasn't the case earlier this season?
No, we just got away from it, and we're just trying to get back to some core values, and you know, just trying to get back the confidence and swagger that we once had when we walked into the stadium when we played Oregon.
How important is confidence? Like, how much does it elevate talent?
It's everything. If I think I can, I will. If I think I can, I won't. And you know, that was the beauty of playing in Beaver Stadium on Saturday. The crowd gave us some energy, gave us momentum, and you know, it made our guys believe a little bit more, and they started to connect and make some plays, and gave ourselves a chance.
Hey Terry, now that it's settled in, how did the team process this close loss? I mean, you just kind of stack up all these games where you're right there with 1 score. How is this one maybe different or the same than the previous ones?
Yeah, you know, we felt like we played a lot better than we've played the last 3 weeks. We feel like we're super close. I gave an analogy to the team. We talked about a pencil sharpener. And the pencil sharpener is the storm that we're in, that I've been talking about for weeks. And when you put the pencil in and you start to turn it, well, we're giving of ourselves as we start to take away some of the wood chips of the pencil. And if you pull the pencil out too soon, it's not ready to write. That was us on Saturday. We pulled it just a little bit too soon, and so we had to go back in. And so this week is, you know, we're going to show a finished product of the pencil, sharp and ready to write. Yeah, you know, the beauty of playing sports, and football in particular, it's the ultimate team sport. We have to learn to do things together. We have to learn to win together. We have to learn to lose together. There's peaks and valleys of emotions. You know, fortunately or unfortunately, it's teaching our locker room some valuable lessons of perseverance, not quitting, not giving up. You know, standing the test of time, and just keep working forward, and you know, this too shall pass. You know, we talk about the sun will come up the next day. We have to believe and trust that'll happen, and just know that in our process we are still doing the right thing.
Coach, going back to what you're talking about having a pocket passer package as well as a mobile QB package, how do you implement that in practice, especially in a game environment where that can change on the dime or mid-drive?
Yeah, we have certain periods that, you know, we'll focus on an athletic quarterback, which, you know, athletic quarterbacks demand a spy in certain coverages. When you have a pocket quarterback, you don't have to have that spy. So when we're working on those things, we don't work the spy package. So our third down package is going to still be aggressive, as you guys saw on Saturday. So that'll be kind of universal for both those guys, because third down is third down. They got to get to the sticks. We got to stop them from getting to the sticks. So we're going to continue to be aggressive in that sense, and you know, just through practice, the different periods is how we decide.
Hey Terry, how would you assess yourself as the interim head coach to this point? Things that you think that you've done well, things that you didn't expect to be the biggest obstacles, things that maybe you wish you did differently. Just how do you think things have gone from your point of view about yourself?
Well, it took me 3 weeks to accomplish getting the ball thrown down the field, so I wish I could have got that done sooner. Obviously, we haven't had victory, so that's my responsibility, so I own that. I do feel like our guys played a much better game and gave much better effort in this third game. So I feel like we're moving in the right direction. We're still not quite there. That's why I use the analogy of the pencil. We're sharpening the pencil, and this week we're going to come out full blazing, and we're emptying the clip this week. You know, we're going to Michigan State to win the game, not to let it fall to us.
How would you say your run defense has changed or progressed since you took over and started trying to adjust the defense, as you've talked about?
Yeah, I think the run defense has gotten better. Our defensive line is playing better. They're more gap sound, more gap accountable. I think we're playing together. Our stunts up front, we're working together a lot better. The last 2 games have been much better. And then combined with the pressures, it all starts up front. And when those guys can create havoc, then the back end can defend better, and we can get more turnovers like King Matt's takeaway. And we just have to continue to press forward in that sense and cause more havoc, and then cause more turnovers.
2 more. What's it like for you on the headset on Saturday when the offense is out there? Are you communicating with those guys, or are you maybe saying, hey, here's some suggestions, or what's that process for you?
Yeah, I'm on the headset, so when the offense is up, I hear them. When the defense is up, I hear them. I sit quiet, I hear everything. If I don't know what something is, I ask a question. But Coach Kolenicki and Coach Knowles, they call the defense. They have 100% power to make the calls. In between series is when I may ask questions in the sense of, why do we do this, why do we do that, why didn't we make this call, why didn't we make that call? But you can't interrupt a play caller in the middle of his flow and rhythm during the series.
Why did it take so long to do different?
Yeah, it's a tough question. I didn't know I was going to be the head coach our week, and I didn't really know our offense. I didn't know what to look for. I was a defensive guy that minded my own business, and now that I'm responsible, I can see things from a different lens, and I see where we need help and where we need transition, and now I'm able to identify it and address these things. So it took me a minute, and I'm a ton better myself. We are a ton better as a team.
Thanks, Terry.
Thank you.